Hello, hello, hello. I'm Alucard Knight Raven. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to one thing I've been waiting for, getting and ready to get to, combining all of our aerial bots into Superion. And so excited for this. Can't wait. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from the legs up. And to do that, we're going to get the ones that we currently don't need out of the way. And I am going to be putting these guys, the limb jets, into the more cartoon, the animation mode of where the placement of the jets are, because that's what I go for personally. But get them out of the way, and we will start with our space platform booster pack thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the gun, transform it out. We want it like this. We'll set that off to the side. Now, next bit, bring this out, tab all of this. Oh, untab this piece from here. Don't do that. I pulled too hard. So there we go. So there we go. Then untab that. Set that off to the side. Bring that in later. So now we're going to separate the arms. That's going to be that side. This one is this side. And these pieces are the legs. So let's get them transformed. So this just closes down and get that tabbed in there. Bring this up, bring this up, and then what you want to do is you want to push this in, and that helps stabilize that. I think that was a problem that some people had with their Menasor. I think. Then what we want to do is bring this down. This tabs in there. And there we have that leg done. Set that one off to the side. And same thing on this side. There we go. Bring this up. Push that in. Helps keep it up. And that up. And this down. There's that side. Now, we'll start with our jets. And we'll start with air raid. So what we're going to do here, we want to rotate the tail fins up like this. Close these up. Untab this. Bring it down. Untab this. Then bring it down like this. Put his face down. Push that in. Take the wings. And they just tab into the side here. There's that one. Then we got post, port, tab, slot. So get that all lined up. And of course, as you push the button, that's going to close up. Get in there. And there's one leg done. Oh, maybe not pushed in all the way yet. I don't think it's pushed in all the way yet. Or is it? Maybe it might be. Oh, let's. That. Oh, geez. That is a tight fit, I tell you. Oh. That was a tight fit. Let's try that again. So I want to make sure that pushes in evenly on both sides. And then tab it in at the top. There we go. That's much better. Then the guns, I'm just going to have them sort of sitting like that. I think that looks a little better. So there's one leg done. Set that off the side. So same thing with, how am I forgetting his name? Skydive. Rotate the tail fin, fold this up, untab, bring it around, untab, bring it around like that, fold that down, fold his head in, bring the wings in, so it looks like that, and then we do the same thing with this side. Tap in at the top, and there we have the legs all done. Very cool. So set that off to the side, and now what we're going to do here, we want to bring it down so the screws are out facing the back, rotate it. Again, same thing. Bring it down, rotate it. Leave this like this for now, and we'll bring in silver bolt. We're going to take his weapon out and use that a little later. Rotate the nose cone in. Want to bring this up, that. Bring this down. Then this is going to come in and make sure we fold these pieces in as well. These down. We'll leave the head rotation till last. So now what we want to do is bring this in, and we've got two slots right there that'll plug into these two tabs. Plug that in. This is going to come up and it's going to plug into the back. Make sure it's all lined up, of course. Maybe we get that plugged in first, and then this is going to come down. Plug that all in, then tab that in. Bring the wings like this. This is, so we've got these pieces that are going to plug in here, and these are sort of going to plug in this side here, sort of like hook around. And we can rotate the head. Now we'll bring in the legs. Make sure all of that where it should be. There we go. And of course, same thing as what we did with Menasor. Just plug it in. Make sure it goes all the way forward. All right, there we go. And we'll set him off to the side. We'll work on the arms. So bring the fist out. Start with this arm. And want to take Fireflight. Rotate this up, fold this down, take this up, and we've got a whole bunch of different connections, a couple of ports, and some tabs. Make sure we get them all lined up. Tab together. Go. Make sure it's all tabbed together. And then, just like with Menasor, we just rip it in half. This part that's always a pain to me. Come on. You can come apart. There we go. Hold it down. Hold it down. Take this one. Oh, this one doesn't move. Really? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, no, it does. There we go. And there's one arm. Set that off to the side. And now for the other arm. And of course, same thing. Down, fold up. Get it all lined up. Like once you really start to get used to it, it gets easier. I swear it was easier on Menasor. Come on, rip apart. Not like that. Well, we can try and use that to our advantage. Maybe not. Okay. Let's get in there with something. Take them apart. There we go. Have to do this like this for the moment. Have it all together, bring it down, snap it together. Take this part, snap it together. These just tab in. They are tough to tab in. Like it's tight fit on this one. All right. I think got it. Well done. And now bring Superion back in. These just slide on like this and like this. And there we have Superion all combined. And he does look good. Like I like it. I really, really like it. It looks really good. You can put the guns wherever you want. I'm probably gonna do something where they're not like hanging out as much, sort of like this. I mean, I'm not sure any other places to do it, but yeah. So let's get him raised up. So take a look at that Superion head. Of course, very G1 animation style. Absolutely love it. Looks great. And now I understand why the Autobot symbol on Silverbolt is here, because that's where it is on Superion. So they kind of had to make sacrifices because they didn't come up with a way of, couldn't come up with a way for like it not to be here on Silverbolt and to be in his spot it's supposed to be. You know, it's give and take, whatever they can do. But love those red eyes, that silver face, big old black head, the sort of orangish gold horns, of course, his arms with jets hanging off. Same thing with his legs. Of course, the front of his legs are very cartoon accurate. Back of his legs, as close as possible. only so much that can be done, which I understand. I really do. Sorry, that wasn't tabbed together properly. Just want to make sure everything is still sticking together. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it hangs out, but honestly, in person, it's not that bad. Like, it really isn't. Pictures and video makes it look so much worse, but if you look, they're about as far out as his backpack. And I can deal with that. That works for me. And they had to do it like this for the articulation, so it makes sense. So very cool. Speaking of articulation, head can rotate, look up a bit, look down a bit, a little bit of wiggle. Arms come out that far. Full rotation. Got bicep swivel. 90 for the arm, and we have wrist rotation, which is always nice to see. We have waist, always wonderful to have that. Lift this up. Leg kicks forward that far, kicks back that far, over the full Van Dam. Thigh rotation. Knees around 90, and you can see, like, if that wasn't transformed like that, it just like kick a whole bunch of stuff out. The feet got that much ankle pivot, otherwise you got the transformation joint. That's really about it. Get him standing here. Go. And of course, he's got to have his weapon. So we've got this piece that was part of like the platform, and then Silverbolt's piece, which looks like a small version of the one done in the toy, and then it's what it looked like when he was wielding it in the cartoon. But you just plug it here, just like that. Then what we do, you can. That's not how I'm going to display it, but I'll show it off for everybody. You can get in there and pull this out. So he could hold this in his hand if you want. There's also a little port that helps stabilize it. But for me, it's got to be like the cartoon. And so this is when he's holding it in his hand with the post. This is the way I prefer it. So plug that on. And there we go. And there he is wielding his weapon like he did in the cartoon. And he looks incredible. I love it. I'm so happy to have this completed. Like, man. And I do have a comparison, so I'm going to show those off. So we'll start with our most recent combiner that we did. Here he is with Devastator. So you can see enough of that. And with our Legacy combiner and with the DNA upgrade kit, so he's going to be standing a bit tall. There he is with Menasor. They look great. I can't wait for the DNA kit. That's going to bring his height up. He'll be equal height with Menasor. It's going to look great. He's going to, they're going to do better hands. Devastator's got upgrade kits. He's going to be taller. So, they're all getting better heights. I can't wait. Looking forward to that. But yeah, so far, I mean, they look great. Yeah, Menasor's a little too big currently, but DNA kit, of course he is. But I am so curious to see what DNA is going to do for Superion. Like, We've been teased the blacked out image. We haven't seen the kit yet, so soon, I hope. Soon. Yeah, get them out of the way. Yeah, very nice. Like, I'm so happy to have this. I like it. I like it so much better than Combiner Wars, because Combiner Wars felt more G1 toyetic in a way, especially when you've got the Scramble City options. If that's your bag, hey, cool, awesome. I'm so happy you have it. It wasn't for me. That's why I didn't go in. I knew something that was for me was coming, and here it is. And this is what I was waiting for. What I'm happy to have. Absolutely love it. Guns, like if you want, there are some ports there you could put them. So there's options of things you can do if you want to store them in a different way. Always ways of doing it. But yeah, absolutely love it. Looks great, right out of the cartoon. Um, works. It works. This is how he's going to be on my shelf for a while. I don't know how else I'm going to display him. But having them combined, they look great. They look incredible. So, so that's going to be it for me. Is this set for you? As I've said in the previous reviews of the separate jets, it's really on, what fits your aesthetic, what you want to see, what you like. It works. I like it. The jets on the back of his legs do not bug me like I know they did a lot of other people. It's I understand what they had to do to get, yeah, it throws proportions off a bit, but for being able to pose him, had to do it like that. I get it. I completely get it. But there's always a QQT kit. Who knows what else might come out where you don't have to put the jets on, these jets on. They'll probably have something that's squished down you can put on. So there's options out there to make it look a little more proportionate if that's the word you want to use. But yeah, so absolutely wonderful. Can't wait to put it on my shelf and keep them on my shelf like this. Can't wait to get Bruticus because that is my favorite combiner. And I'm so happy we're starting that. It sucks that we got to wait till next year for the next ones, but at least it'll be finished next year. So, yeah. So that is it for me. As always, I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow my Patreon. And I'll see you all later.